Hello coin collectors out there, welcome back to the Big D Coins channel. Hopefully everyone is having a great day as always. Did you recently come across one of these three coins right here? The 1988, 1989, or 1990 Philadelphia Mint Roosevelt dime? Well, there were a lot of them that were produced. We'll talk about the mintages of all three of these coins. We'll talk about the metal content and the value of them as well. And just to make things a little bit more interesting, we'll share with you this coin right here, which is a 1950 Roosevelt dime. Same design, but different metal content compared to the three that we're looking at in front of us right here. And then we will share with you this coin right here, a 1935 Mercury dime. As you can see, that is not Roosevelt on the obverse side right there. Same metal content as that 1950 dime that I just showed you earlier, but a different design to it. So stick around for the second half of the video if you want to check out those two coins. But let's get back to these three right here. Let me just move them aside. So what you're looking at is the front side right here of the Roosevelt dime. On the obverse, we see a portrait facing the left profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt. He was the 32nd president of the United States of America from 1933 until his death in 1945. It's accompanied with the motto, "In God We Trust," right here. It's surrounded with the lettering Liberty. And then we have the engraver's initials under the truncation, which are right down here. The engraver was John R. Sinek. We also see the mint mark right here and the date. In the year 1988, there were really high mintages of this coin at the Philadelphia Mint. There were 1,030,550,000 of these coins that were produced. When we flip it over to the reverse side of the coin, what we're looking at right here are the torches. So ahead of the motto E Pluribus Unum, right here, E Pluribus Unum, we see an olive branch and a torch right here in a oak branch, symbolizing respectively peace, liberty, and victory. And that's surrounded with the face value of the coin, which is one dime, and the lettering United States of America going around the outside right here. The edge of the coin is milled, so you'll see on nickels has a smooth edge going around the outside right here, but the shape on the edge of these ones right here is that milled shape to them. One way that you can easily differentiate between the silver coins and the copper nickel clad coins, these ones right here, is that with the silver coins you won't see any copper showing through at all. With the copper nickel clad ones made after 1964, you will see copper showing through on the side right there. So that is the 1988 Philadelphia Mint Roosevelt dime. And now we will go on to the 1989 Mint Philadelphia Roosevelt dime. The design will be the exact same. I will share with you the mintages of the coin. Then we'll get on to the 1990 and we'll come back and talk about the value of these coins. There were 1,298,400,000 of these coins that were made. And quickly moving on to the next one, this one right here, the 1990 Philadelphia Mints. And guess what? This one has over 1 billion of these that were made as well. There were 1,034,340,000 of them that were made at the Philadelphia Mint in the year 1990. Because the mintages on these coins are so high, the values unfortunately aren't that high because they are pretty easy to pull out of circulation. We'll start in reverse order right here with the 1990p. This one right here at a mint state 65 condition. So a mint state means it looks like it came just from the mint, and a 65 has a good striking to it. So it's got all the features, including the full bands. Now, when looking at the Roosevelt dimes, it's important that you look at the bands on the reverse side to see kind of how your coin would be graded. The bands, the horizontal bands right here and right here, are the high points on the reverse side of the coin. So those are going to be the ones, the area of the coin that fades the first. So PCGS designates full bands on the Roosevelt dime that grade mint state 60 or better and show full separation of the upper right here and the lower horizontal bands of the torch on the reverse. To qualify for this designation, a coin must also show no significant cuts or marks across the horizontal bands. So we can see that the horizontal bands on these ones right here are quite faded. So no way they would get that Mint State 65 designation. But a Mint State 65 for the 1990p Philadelphia Mint Roosevelt dime, that will be worth $2. And that is the same price actually for the 1989 and the 1988 as well for a Mint State 65 at the Philadelphia Mint. These will be worth $2. All right, now we talked about these more recent coins. Let's take a quick look and compare them to some of the older coins that I've got in the my collection right here. So we're starting off with another Roosevelt dime. However, this one right here has a different metal composition. The one on the right, as you can see, looks much different, the coloring of it, compared to the one on the left. So the one on the right is a silver Roosevelt dime. This metal composition was made from 1946 until 1964. It is 90% silver, 10% copper, and has a weight of 2.5 grams. That gives it a melt value of $1.73 based on today's silver prices. So this coin right here, much more valuable than this one on the left, even before you talk about the fact that the mintages are going to be lower for this one right here. So for the 1950 Roosevelt dime, at a Mint State 65, these are going to be worth $16. So this one right here at a Mint State 65 will be worth $16. This one right here on the left will be worth $2. So quite the difference as far as the metal composition and as far as the price. The design is the exact same on the obverse side right here and on the reverse side right here. Now comparing this one right here, the Roosevelt dime, to the Mercury dime, which is the dime that came before the Roosevelt silver dime. Here we go right here. So the Mercury dime was made from 1916 until 1945. This does have that same 90% silver, 10% copper. So it has the same weight of 2.5 grams. So the metal composition between these two coins will be the exact same. Now, as far as the rarity of this one goes, I don't think I mentioned the mintage for this one. So let's quickly talk about that. The 1950 Philadelphia Mint Roosevelt dime, there were 50,130,000 of them that were produced. So 1935, there were 58 million of these that were made. At a Mint State 65, now this is definitely not a Mint State condition. This is a really worn out coin. So a Mint State 65 for the 1935, that will be worth $35. So we go very kind of valuable coin right here, because a lot of these did not survive in great condition. At a fine 12, that's $2.75. At a very fine $23. So the lower end coins are worth a lot of money as well, as addition to these higher end coins. All right, so let's quickly recap. So on the left, we have the 1988, the 89, and then I'll bring into the shot right here the 1990 coin. All right, everyone, that's all the info that I've got for you today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Best of luck coin collecting out there, everyone. Enjoy.